YouTube? Matt M. Roy back again. Back on yet another rainy and dreary Virginia morning. This is Thursday, June 2nd of 2016. And I want to thank you for tuning into my channel. This is going to be another vlog video. I know you guys really like these, so I'm trying to put one out at least every other day. I have not had a chance to do a Q&A recently because of all the disabled comments, and I'm not going to really get much into that, but you guys know why they've been disabled. I definitely have a couple updates I want to let you guys know about. I am going to be getting some updated equipment to make my vlogs look a little bit better. Basically, I just got this new Canon HFR 700 about a month ago, and it is a good camcorder for the most part, but I haven't been really that happy with the low light functionality of the recordings. Basically, in semi-low light, and this right now, it's very cloudy outside. I have my overhead light on, and I have the fluorescent light on behind me, and it looks okay, but you can kind of see a shadow on this side of my face. So I decided to spend a little bit of money and on eBay, and I purchased two items. One was a light. It's a 160 LED light. Basically, it's tripod mountable, or you can also mount it using a shoe. Now, unfortunately, my camcorder does not have a shoe on the top of it like a DSLR or a really high-end camcorder would. So I had to purchase one other thing, and it's actually a little bracket that allows me to hook the light that I just purchased up to it and the camcorder at the same time. So what I'm going to do is bring you guys over here and show you exactly what I purchased. Alright guys, the first thing I purchased is this Best Light 160 LED studio video light for Canon DSLRs and camcorders. As you can see, I'll try to get a close-up here. It has 160 super bright LEDs. Once again, it is tripod mountable, but one thing I really liked about it is I can actually purchase, it'll run on 6 AA batteries, but you can also purchase one of these Sony camcorder batteries and it will run off of those as well. It comes with the light itself. It also comes with two filters, a pink and a yellow. So basically for different lighting situations, I believe the yellow one is mainly used for indoor lighting. Like in this kind of day, if I'm inside and it's really low light, this will kind of help filter out some of the color distortion you get from regular lights. An adjustable mount adapter, which is, I believe, this thing. Let's see if you can see it right here. And then you get the user manual. Now, if you look back here, let me see if I can give you a better idea of this. Basically, you put your 6 batteries in here. Deep inside, I don't know if the camcorder will pick that up, that's where you would put one of those Sony camcorder batteries, Info Lithium, I believe. I may invest in one of those. But just to start with, I'm going to go ahead and run it on just the 6 AA batteries. It is fully adjustable. You have about, let's see, about 8 different settings for brightness, which I really like because I'm definitely not going to want to use this on the highest setting all the time. Matter of fact, the lowest setting may be sufficient to give me enough light to improve these vlogs immensely. But I mean, for the price of $19.58, I just could not go wrong. Alright, the next thing I purchased here is this Pro Deluxe Video Stabilizing Bracket. And this one, unlike the other one, the light specifically mentions my model. This is for the HF R72, R700, which is the one I have, and the other new models. And basically what this allowed me to do is I can go ahead and stick my camcorder right here, mount it, and then it gives me a little arm here, and then as I go to the top, that's where I can go ahead and mount my LED light. And you actually see that they're showing it here with a DSLR, but it'll work just fine with my camcorder. And the nice thing is it'll be able to give me a handle to hold. That way, if I'm doing any filming outdoors, I can actually just grab it with my hand, and I will definitely not be as shaky. And this was also $20, $19.95. So these two items together should really improve my video quality, better lighting, and better stability, because now I have a good grip, a good solid grip that I can hold on to. Alright guys, well, need to run some errands later. Again, gotta go to the dollar store just like most days, but not for what you would think. I need to go ahead and fill up one of these 5-gallon water jugs, because this is what I actually use to fill the water up for the Keurig upstairs, so I'm actually running really low. I have one up there that's maybe a quarter of the way full, and that's about it. So that needs to get done either today or tomorrow. I never got a chance to even go over to Harris Teeter to pick up my prescription the other day. What? What you want? So you guys can hear this. What? You're being annoying. I'm trying to film and you're meowing. Why are you meowing? Meow, yeah? She's got a lot of attention this morning. What? Sometimes she just wants a lot more. Yes, she does. Good girl. Good girl. What? Yeah, very loving cat this morning. Yes, you are. Good girl. I got her one of these laser pointers the other day, and sometimes I can get her to play with it. Not all the time. What's that? What's that? Look, 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 look. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you can get her to circle around, but she loses interest fairly quickly. Ellie. What's that? What's that? Silly girl. That's about as much as I get out of her now. Now that she's an older girl, she doesn't like to play as much. Isn't that right, Pumpkin? Yeah. You know you're a good cat. Gonna be time to brush you again soon. I think she's actually starting to actually stop shedding recently. I haven't had to brush her nearly as much. Go say hi. Come on. She's kind of hiding her face. She knows the camera's here and she gets kind of bashful. There we go. There's a good girl. Everybody on YouTube wants to see your pretty face. One thing I've noticed with her lately is her fur is getting much lighter. She used to be kind of a dark gray, but now it's actually starting to lighten up as she gets older. Like on her head here, this used to almost be black. And then down here towards her back, like right in the middle, you can see it's a little darker than the sides, but before, her side used to be all this color. So I think she's just getting a little old. We figure she's about 10 right now, so she's getting up there. She's going to have a birthday soon. I think June. We think that she was born sometime in either May or June, so she's probably right at that 10-year-old mark now. What you doing, baby? Say goodbye to everybody. I'm going to leave her alone so I can give her some attention, but I'll talk to you guys a little later. I need to check out back and see if the bird is making the nest in the grill again. I don't know what the heck was going on before, but when Mom came out the other day to finish staining here, she opened the grill and saw an actual bird's nest in here. See if anything's... Oh yeah, take a look, guys. Pulled the nest out, but you can see that a lot of the grass is still in there, and if you look closely down there, you can see a lot of the straw that the bird used to make the nest. So what I'm going to have to do before I use this again is just burn it off. I'm going to turn it up as high as possible. Actually, let me make sure I still have fuel. Yep. Yeah, you can see this grill's on its last legs. If you look really closely there, you can see the holes in the flavor bars. Yeah, I think next year is definitely going to be time for a new grill. I don't know if I actually showed you guys this or not, but this is the new AC unit that we got installed. It seems to be working really well. I'll tell you, I've been very impressed. On the super hot days, it hardly stays on at all, and we usually keep it around 73, 74. So you guys can see it's a Goodman unit. I believe this is a 5-ton AC system, but don't quote me on that. That's what I remember being told. Not an expert by any means. You can see down here they put a whole new line in for the refrigerant. It's actually a little moist, but I think that's just because of the moisture outside. They actually put a new power connection in, and they even installed a brand new breaker box here. What had actually happened, the old breaker had melted and it was bypassed, so there wasn't a secondary cutoff switch for this unit, which is actually was not up to code. I guess we didn't even know it was like that. And you can see this one says suitable for AC equipment. This is a Diversitech brand. Never heard of it, but they did a really good job. The original one didn't even have this kind of protective covering on it. So power line, high-end, low-end AC line, so that's probably the return line right there. Nice big fan. One thing I really do like about this unit is the looks. I mean, the other old one was just very typical of the time, kind of like grayish looking, like really light gray. This is kind of that dark gray, so it looks a lot more modern. I know it kind of sounds ridiculous saying that you like the looks of your outdoor AC unit, but you know what? It definitely spruces the house up a little bit. The only problem that we had is, because this unit is so much bigger, you can see it barely fits on the slab. Actually, that one leg is actually protruding off a little bit. But, I mean, it's sturdy on there. It's definitely not going to go anywhere. So, yeah, very happy with it so far, and I'll give you periodic updates to let you know how it's been working. Well, I'm just looking at our lounge chair, and this has definitely seen better days. We bought this from a garage sale probably 3-4 years ago, and as you can see, the one strap has actually broken. It's dry rotted. It actually would have attached like that originally, and I bet you the other ones aren't too far off. That kind of is what happens with these after a while. And it's really a shame too, because this was a really nice chair other than that. And I'm actually surprised it dry rotted this quickly, because it is so humid in this area. But whatever leather, or in this case pleather probably, that they used just wasn't sufficient. And yeah, you can see where it actually just cracked in the middle, and actually this is a little piece of it breaking off in my hand. So I think we're going to have to relegate this to the trash unless we can get it reweaved, but probably just going to be cheaper to go ahead and buy a new one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. This section still seems to be pretty sturdy, so might get another year or two out of it. We'll just have to play it by ear. Alright guys, so I'm heading out. I was just listening to the news, and I found out that formerly Tropical Storm and then Tropical Depression Bonnie has now reformed back into a Tropical Depression off of Cape Hatteras. So that should be interesting. That may not bode well for this weekend. They already had about a 40 or 50% chance of showers and storms on Saturday, and now with that reformed, it may go up from there. So I don't know. We may not be having our community sale this Saturday, so we just have to kind of play it by ear. Oh, sounds like I'm getting a text message. I'm actually looking for one. I have a person that is interested in I think one of my calculators that I'm selling, so I'm gonna have to pause the video for a minute, and I'll get right back to you. All right, yeah, it was just a junk mail message. So let's see what else we got going on today. I am going to be getting some more computer towers, hopefully later on today or maybe sometime tomorrow. Same place I got them from last time, and like I said, I have no idea exactly what they're going to be. I believe a few of them are at least going to be some more of those Lenovo towers, and really like those. Those are really solidly built systems, and yeah, they're definitely feasible. I can make some nice systems out of those, but a lot of you guys have commented about me installing Windows 10 on everything, and I just want to reiterate, the only reason I mainly install Windows 10 is that's what everybody wants. When I rebuild these systems, a lot of times they're to resell or to, you know, pass on to friends and family. And everybody nowadays wants Windows 10 for the most part. Now, there are some instances where people specifically ask me, hey Matt, can you install Windows 7 or, God forbid, Windows Vista? I've actually had those requests a few times too. And I will do that if they request it, but again, I'm not in love with Windows 10. I mean, it's a good operating system. Do I think it's the best operating system that Microsoft ever put out? No. It does tend to be buggy at times, specifically when it comes to the start menu. There are times on, specifically my laptop, it won't even open. I have to actually restart the computer to get it to open. It does tend to crash every once in a while, and a little bit more frequently than I've noticed with Windows 7. So, like I said, I am not a die-hard Windows 10 fanatic. I'm not saying, oh yeah, you should install Windows 10 on every one of your systems. You should run the operating system that works best for your situation, provided it's above Windows Vista, because if you're running XP now and you're online, you're just asking for trouble. I mean, there's just not enough protection there. And I understand you can get antivirus protection, anti-spyware protection for Windows XP and make it semi-secure, but it's never going to be like it used to be, because Microsoft's not releasing any more security updates for it. Actually, they haven't been for the last 2 years. So if you're using Windows XP on the internet, you are taking a risk, especially if you're doing any kind of banking information. I can't believe how nasty the clouds are getting already. It's been kind of drizzling on and off today. I mean, it's not been like a constant rain, but it's been enough to where it can get annoying, because you don't know if you need to have your windshield wipers on. You put them on the slowest intermittent setting. It's good for a few minutes, but then the rain slows down and you start hearing that kind of squeaking sound. So basically, I'm adjusting the wipers constantly, but it is what it is. Rain, you can't change the weather, that's for darn sure. Well, I'm almost to my first destination, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the vlog for right now, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so I stopped off here at my local Dollar Tree, and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what I picked up today. I got another computer haul for you. This is going to have to be quick because the clouds are rolling in, and we're definitely looking at some showers. So let me show you guys what I got today. Quite a few towers. The first one here is a Inspiron 530S. This one's only got a Celeron processor in it, but it is a socket LGA 775, so probably be able to upgrade that to at least a Core 2 Duo, and I have a few extra ones of those at home. Got a whole bunch of video cards. These are ATI Radeon HD 4550s. 256 megabytes. These have that weird DB50, I think it's called, connector, but I do have the dongles for them inside the car. Next, I got 7 of these hard drives. These are mixed bag, but mostly Seagate and Hitachi drives. They're all 500 gigabyte drives, so not too bad there. Got another one of these Dell, let's see, what is this one? This is another Optiplex 780 computer. Not too bad. It's a little beat up, but it definitely does work. And luckily, I have some half-height video cards to go ahead and put in those, because looks like somebody had taken one out of that. But nice thing about this is this actually takes DDR3 memory, and I'll show you why that's a good thing. Got a whole bunch of keyboards here. These are mainly Dells. Got an HP one here. Couple more of these really cheap Dell keyboards, but hey, at least they're USB, so good enough for that. And just a Microsoft keyboard. They're all gonna need to be cleaned. They are extremely dirty. Picked up one of these older Slimline HPs. This is a Pavilion Slimline S7700N. It's got an Athlon dual core running Vista. I don't know if I have a lot of hopes for this. These suffered from heat problems, and I haven't even looked inside. I can almost guarantee there's going to be some bloated caps. I'll have to show you guys that later. It does have a LightScribe DVD burner in there. It's interesting. It actually has a 9-in-1 memory card reader. I always found that interesting that they could do that with such a small system. You can see got PS2 keyboard, mouse. That actually has coaxial audio. That was one of the things I did like about these. It's even got a wireless LAN, but it's missing the antenna. I'll have to dig through my stuff and see if I can find one. And last but not least, for the towers, is I've gotten this very highly upgraded Optiplex GX 620. Originally had a Pentium 4 Hyperthread, but I believe it's been upgraded to a Core 2 Duo. It's got a fairly high-end video card, and it's got a Radeon 5770 in there. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. I'm gonna have to, there we go. Does not have a hard drive in it right now, so don't worry, guys. You can see the video card there. It even has, I love this feature, it has the add-on card for the PS2 keyboard and mouse ports, because these computers were USB only, so I will be able to use a PS2 keyboard and mouse with this. Let me bring you guys inside and I'll show you the rest of what I picked up today. Alright, just a few more items in the car. I got a bag with a few USB mice. These are just some Dell USB mice. Decent quality ones. I think there's actually 3 of them in there. I got a whole bunch This is 4 gigabyte sticks of DDR3 1066. I didn't even count how many are in there, but there are quite a few of them in there. And this is really going to come in handy in the future because I guarantee I'll be getting a lot more systems that require DDR3 memory. Got some optical drives. This one is a Blu-ray drive, but this is not, I don't believe this is a burner. This is just a Blu-ray reader with the DVD multi-burn capability. So this will burn DVDs, play Blu-rays, burn CDs, and play CDs. And then these two down here, these are just some HP LightScribe DVD burners. And last but not least, I got, these are all the dongles for those video cards, because basically that's the connector on the one end, and that'll bring you either two, some of these are VGAs, the others are DVIs, and some of them have the DVI to VGA adapters on them. So yeah, all in all, not a bad haul. And no, I'm not going to tell you where I got these. My source wants me to remain anonymous, so I'm sorry guys, I can't tell you where they came from, but that is my haul for today. Alright guys, so I really hope you enjoyed the vlog for today. I'm going to end it here because I need to go home. Got a lot of work to do this afternoon. Please remember to like and subscribe. As I always say, have a blessed day everybody.